race in Taupo for the very first time with Supercars. Great start by Brown. Contact. And unfortunately, trouble for Tim Slade. For Cam Waters, the pole sitter has gone to the left of the road. There's more trouble down here at 1. Matt Payne around the wrong way. Whoop. That was Brock, I think, rotating around to the right. Waters and Slade, it's always a nasty sound.
And did he get a little assistance? Yes. So what he tried to do is he tried to turn back across on the inside, and this is going to tell a little bit of a story. So that was the original little bump there with Ryan Wood, but then they've been behind. It wasn't just Courtney and Reynolds. Is that Kostecki? Oh, it's a cruel game, this thing. Oh, now it's gone.
Unbelievable. And nailed it. That's dangerous. There's 20-odd kilos on the loose there. So fortunately, the guardrail is...
Sunday morning in Taupo and Porsche Carrera Cup racing internationally, and Harry Jones stalls, blocks them collected in the back. Dean Cook firing across the road as well. Oh, and it was such a close moment there for Bloxham to almost clear the 84 car of...
The break a long way to the outside of the corner for that slide. And here is a replay of what happened to Ryder Quinn. Harry Jones having a look down the inside. And
we dive into turns 2 and 3, and off the road, it's Penny, and he got airborne. And he's leading the way in the AM Championship so far between himself and Christina Orwest. So dropping back through the pack in 3-wide action in the mid part of the track, and that's the championship leader around. Bewley's gone. That very tight championship lead that he had yesterday.
We're right down here in this final turn. Oh, long way down. Tristan Tecchi makes contact with Angus Fogg, and the two have come together. Tecchi goes in for a second slice of the pie, and look at the damage.
in this sort of, especially over here in New Zealand, very well.
Oh, it's Regan Edwards having his second incident this time, running into the 5 down the bottom. Went right down. This was the contact with Lowe. And lucky not to roll the 75 of Noble Adams, and ended up in the arrest the trap on the outside, giving him, what was that about, look, with the hand signal.
In the BMW, fabulous stuff.
And a bent Cadillac at that on pole position as Pipo Derani lost the rear end turning into turn 8. He got it caught, but then he realised he wasn't going to make it.
Action Express has done this in the previous years where they have deployed their driver change very early on in the race. It hasn't worked for them, and it was just a Reed losing it on his own.
So what happened there? Oh, took the curb on the inside and hit an unguarded part of concrete wall for Delatraz. Turning in, loses the back end, gets a flick. So now keep an eye on Stephen McAleer in that number 66. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, there was contact. Confusion of the leaders coming through to his advantage. Still 22 minutes to go down the inside for the number 7, and there's a touch there, and the two Porsches have been held up, and there's the big schmozzle at the hairpin. The leading pair now, and the rest of the field. Spencer Pumpelly got some assistance as well. That was from
Anders Fjordback.
Yeah, there was 3 cars involved there actually. Conor De Filippi has a full nose in 2 pieces because he did the left-hand side.
Trying to make some move. Oh, a tap there by Shanny. He gets into the rear of Parriott and turns him.
And we came to a stop. Just tipped it. Coming through there, same part we just saw that replay from yesterday, and much more significant contact. Let's take another look at it here. Just carries a lot of curb, a little bit of understeer, and it's so easy to do in that corner. The corner falls away. It's a bit downhill. You can't really see it. So you have understeer, and then you pick up. That's going to be one that Will's going to look at and be frustrated about, because for a driver to make a mistake in the same corner. See on board now, this is Pato O'Ward. That's Alex in front of him. Oh, hit by his own teammate in the fountain. That's a very bizarre. He said it just broke, and I think he means something in the car broke.
The left rear suspension looks like the...
I wonder if he clipped a wall maybe earlier in the lap.
That's a good point.
I don't see any mark on the tire, though. I didn't see that.
Look at something that happened on pit road with the 45 here.
On your left, on your left, on your left, on your left.
And there's Kyle Kirkwood. A little bit of a cuddle there. Whoa. I think they'll be all right, but that could have been a race ender for either one.
Jonathan Hurst. Hurst has probably got to be careful here. He may not know exactly how Connor's going to run on this track. Hurst, and he spins in front of Connor. Excuse me, Connor spins in front of Hurst. Well, he did sustain some front damage there. He does have a competition timeout if you'd like to use that, or a little bit better navigation there on outside one. Rome really gripped up in the chase position. Makes contact with Hurst. And another bit. Robert Thorne. Fresh air out front. Oh, look at that. Daniels, he dives in. There was contact at initiation.
On the gas, here we go. Oh, big crash. Zoe Edenholm had to check up just a little bit, and Max got into the back of her, had nowhere to go.
And you can see the damage to Max's truck too. Look at the front end of Max's truck as he tries to stop it. He's going to overshoot one and goes right into the runoff area through the barriers. Nose first, here it is again. Watch this on the big screens. Right there, it hits the crash wall and climbs the wall. And then Max gets up underneath her and helps push her up even higher. Start to see the rear ends of these trucks dancing around a little brake smoke here. One going around big time right in front of the pack. And into the wall they go.
The driver's left is usually the best here. It's going to be a long wait for the green. We go. The field swarms away. It's already 3 deep behind the Lamborghini.
There's already a crash as well.
Contact in the pit wall. Smoke behind, but it is Ferrari. 1, 2, 3. Kubica's very wide. Look at the way the cars are swerving around. One Peugeot out, one BMW out. Contact in the LMGT3 field.
Yeah, some of the GTs as well touched each other. I saw a car spin round and end up in the barrier.
Giancarlo Verne in his Otto Fraschini seemed to have been the cue ball, coming in late from behind, and he hit the Alpine, which went into the BMW, which went into the Peugeot.
Yeah, so this car we're on board with now, the Peugeot had contact from behind. Going to see, I'm sure. Can't see any other cars around him just yet.
Trying to make space on the curbs, snaps out of his control. Ooh, tap as well. And that might be very telling, because if Carl Watanabe Bennett can't get out of the barriers there, and we go safety car.
Yeah, here we go. So the right going misses, and yeah, that launches the car over the left-hand curb and sends the car.
See who is missing. The first of the Oregon cars was Leonardo Caglione. He gets tagged from behind and spat off. Oh, and there's trouble. And there's the Belgian car. And that might be a red flag. Was there contact? No. Now, having seen that, the coming out of Tosa, just loses it. Car runs out wide. Jerzy Sprinklewitz, he had a good race yesterday, but Jerzy Sprinklewitz, Perellini, who is leading in the AM class, so whoa, and right out on the dirt. Just trouble behind. 2 more cars in the barrier, 2 more on the curbs. And I think that the safety car and contact there, safety car will have to come out again.
Side by side, Harry King, tail Earthhouse into turn 1. Harry King trying to go around the long way. Ariel Levy locking up. That is a car running off into the gravel as well. Keep an eye on James Kellett behind as well, almost pushing Senna Van Surlen around the corner. He can't make the position, but now he can. Van Surlen wide.
Vamos acompanhando aqui a entrada, entrou forte o Douglas, perdeu a frente do caminhão. Dá para perceber que ele tenta frear, mas o caminhão vai reto, panca nos pneus. Nesse momento,
Ricardinho, Maurício, Thiago Camilo vem para ganhar a posição do Gabriel Casagrande também.
Agora é...
Opa! Rubinho
Curva do
Barrichello
Sol.
tem panca.
Curva do Sol.
Tem panca, já saiu ali a porta traseira do carro do Rubinho, a carenagem traseira toda.
Virou um golzinho.
Aí não vai dar, né?
Rubinho vinha com espaço, aí já teve toque ali.
Olha, foi forte, hein, rapaz. Safety car. Safety car.
E aí a panca envolvendo o Rubinho Barrichello. O Rubi de ontem, mas não é.
Não é. Mandou sem dobra.
Aí fica no prejuízo o Bruno Batista.
Ainda bem que não fez nada no carro do Barrichello.
Vai ocupando por enquanto ali a 6ª posição. E já tem panca lá atrás. Hugo Sibin com Akil Miyazawa. Aí já pega a mureta, já vamos ter a entrada do safety car e o Hugo Sibin também roda. O carro do Pipe. Aí não vi maldade. Aí dá pra você analisar se o Benani foi muito pra frente ou se o Pipe fechou um pouquinho antes a porta. Ixi. Eita, rapaz, olha lá. Vamos ver o que aconteceu? Olha, ele vinha ali atrás. Se enroscou ali.
Roda.
Roda.
É o que a gente mais teme no monoposto, né? Porque existe uma disputa direta aí por pontuação no campeonato. Olha
e aí rodou o Zucchini ali no meio do S, na saída do S. Segura. E aí já fim de prova pra ele, né? Colocado, vamos ver o que rolou.
Você foi ali, Coutinho.
Disputa ali com o carro da Cavaleiro do PP Souza. Pela liderança, Rafa já vem lado a lado com o Matheus Comparato, Filippo Fiorentino. Pegou grama, pegou mureta e aí é fim de prova para ele.
This is what happened to Yuki Tsunoda.
All right, Kevin Magnussen, that was seriously... Yes, Daniel almost got it stopped and then Lance just gave him a big bang from behind.
See, Stroll, there was a gap there, wasn't there? And maybe Lance was expecting Daniel Ricciardo to be a bit faster.
Jodowski, Diego Della Torre, down towards Eau Rouge, and they will climb up to Radiol once again, and a spin through Eau Rouge. There goes the below. Red flags. Well, and that's a big off. That's a second car that's gone there at Eau Rouge. Below of Theodor Jensen. Look, there's so much standing water. And actually, enough, I think, or certainly not ridiculously wet, to go racing once more. Oh, are we going to see something we don't want to see? Oh, okay, we are. Oof.
Was the contact? Marcus Vinkolt coming up the inside. Is there enough of an inside? No, a full blow. Marcus Vinkolt, no blame attached to John O'Lester there. He should sweep down the inside. Contact behind. And oh dear. Marcus Finkelhock, yesterday he got an assault and today he was on the receiving end, shoveled to the outside. But unfortunately Anthony Liu, well, he wasn't a champion nothing. He was going to go for a gap if he thought there was one. Clipped the tail of the Climax Mercedes.
Trying to push, I think, through that first sector, almost for pride, just to say, look, I can go really quick through the first sector. Oh, and Pillai with a big moment there, coming out of Surtees with us shortly. And just getting a replay of it there. Yeah, easy done on cold tyres. They'll get that back out, no problem. Get a look at.
Yeah, so on the brakes on the run up towards Druids. Was it assisted? Yes, it was. A big dive up the inside there. That was from Mike Dewhurst. Of course, he will be trying to overcome that penalty.
Looks to the inside, more a defensive move to Marco Butti than anything. Look at the back of his shot! Sideways, big incident there for Fernandez. Contact with the wall for the 41 as well. Victor Fernandez. But that all began with the Duchamp. Oh, massive contact there. Huge hit. Fernandez, really hard smack on the side of the car. He immediately escapes.
Qui tre vetture, anche Berto, e anche da questa angolazione con Manzo che è andato a centrare Andreio, e poi Bonanomi è riuscito a evitare il gruppo, ma dietro sono arrivati il Viola Formula Racing finita in testacoda in mezzo alla pista. Qui contatto e danni per appunto la monoposto numero 17 con Bonanomi, che è stato molto abile,
molto abile a sfilare. Hai visto in che posizione è?
Siamo alla Campagnano con l'attacco di Sartori e poi il contatto con Crash assolutamente incolpevole in questo caso.
Vediamo proprio da replay una toccata con con Rossetti.
Sì. Diciamo che non è che si sono sgranati più di tanto,
esatto.
A parte i primi tre
che eccolo
sì, anche un contatto con Brughi. Passa anche per Andrea De Marco su Povera Siancavicius, il contatto con Pedrini forse che va a toccare la vettura di Povera Siancavicius che riesce a ripartire.
Too fast entering. The speeding police got him.
Hold on to it, Denny.
Denny Hamlin locks it up.
Yeah, bring it on over.
Now watch.
Oh yeah, they all
follows up big time. Elliott gets in the back of Haley. He comes down, gets into Bell. Look how close it was for Chase Elliott. Yeah. Barely missing that. So close.
Yeah, it actually started with Alex Bowman up there. He checked up really hard. See a lot of cars chase Briscoe. So make another plan or commit to running as long as they can. But these guys
the wreck trouble here, turn 3. It's Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You couldn't do that. There he goes to make his move. He's going to switch back over.
The block, and around goes the 34. And Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here, guys.
Keep your car straight. You're not going to let off until it's sideways and uncontrollable.
There you can see. Watch the 7 car get up on its side.
Oh, it's
all the way upside down.
Underneath Josh Berry.
And it's still sliding on its side all the way down the wall.
Yeah, he's going to finish the race.
Look at that. That is wild. I thought I saw that.
LaJoy, 19th.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, it's going to go over.
The second row is even, right? It's better than if second was broken free, so he can control.
And there goes Justin Allgaier out of line and hard into the wall.
That was a hard hit, man.
Final lap, stage 1. Bad block there. There's just 2 guys going for the same space, and they didn't know it closed as quick as it did.
Yeah, it's very tricky. It's very, very, very tricky. I don't think that anyone did anything wrong. It was just one of those things that they just came to the same line at the same time, pretty much.
It wasn't too long before that happened that Austin Hill had made an aggressive move to get back out front. If he chose that, got the shove from the 48. Now the 48's clear. Oh, there goes Austin Hill out of shape. Can't hang on to it.
Oh my God! I thought you were gonna.
And there's the caution. 5th caution of the afternoon. Inside Love, outside Poole. Jesse Love, the rookie. They're crashing behind him. Love, first career win comes at Talladega.
But Burr is definitely thinking about it. Oh, and down 2 of them. This is what happened. Was there contact? No, there wasn't. He was on the inside line, lost the front. I don't know whether he hit a damn patch there. What happened? And he's run into the back of another rider who had to roll off the throttle. The Arco team, and he's lost the front end all by himself on the exit there. And look at the speed they're doing.
He managed to hold off Glenn Irwin, and there was a monster crash for Tom Neve. His 3rd of the week at the same corner into turn 1. Thankfully, hold off Glenn Irwin, and there was a monster crash for Tom Neve. His 3rd of the week at the same corner into turn 1. Thankfully, the Lincolnshire rider was A-OK. In the background, Lewis Rollo, unfortunately, ended his first race in Superbikes in the gravel trap. And the 3 Yamahas managed to get out front again. There was drama for Fraser Rogers as he'd got himself into contention for another top 10. A big crash for him into 2nd place, but then made a little bit of an error down into turn number 9, and that moved Brad Peary up into 2nd place with McManus 3rd. And then this massive moment here, which will be talked about, I think, for the rest of the day in a few weeks. There was an issue, unfortunately, for the Gearlink Kawasaki rider Cameron Dawson. We lost James McManus from the race as well. There was an incident involving Rhys Irwin, down and out of the race, unfortunately, for Rhys, a bit further back. And then horrible incident here for Eugene McManus, crashing out of the race, and 0 points on offer for the Irishman here today in Spain. Then another bad accident, unfortunately, for Cameron Dawson. Brought out the safety car whilst
the move that decided the race for a couple of riders. Bobby Vary losing the front, an ambitious overtake on Kieran Smith, eliminating both of them from the race. Kieran was able to continue, but only until the next corner when he eventually had to retire. And it was a bit of a race of attrition. Somebody went wide there at turn 5, ending up down the road. We saw drama as well with riders going down. The upshot is that Correa took the checkered flag, of course. And likewise Mason Foster to a point. This is what brought out the red flag in the first running of the race. A big high side for Josh Bannister. Samuel Munson with no room to go. And it was a hugely exciting affair. We did see Tyler King going down the road in a big old high side at turn 6. Thankfully,
that big back door. And you know, I don't know what happened to them at the start. I did notice at the end of the first lap they were way down, like 36th place. Oh, that's Josh Hook.
And just as we say that, Gino Rea seemed to come out of nowhere.
High side stepping out, and he was lucky to, I want to say, get away with that, but.
Oh, and there they are on the screen, I believe. Yeah, it's just coming out on that bridge. Whoa.
That's a big spill there.
Bodywork on that bike. Here's the crash. Whoa. Oh.
It's a Kawasaki, I can tell you that.
5. There's a 5 on the bike. There was a 5 on the bike.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, no. That's a nasty tumble. That's the only experimental bike left in the race.
High side, is it?
Loses the rear end. Oh. Takes a flyer. Goodness me, and they're tangled up with the bike as well. That's a nasty one.
Yeah, so he's sideways at this point. He's on the white line, and back goes onto the grass. So yeah, only one outcome possible.
Tips in here, reaches the apex, and the front just went away there for him.
Yeah, so that's a pretty straightforward crash there for Passawit.
Oh, that's early on. That's very early on for Aslan. So if the damage isn't too bad, that's gonna be quite a bit of cosmetic damage.
And we're not yet halfway through this session. Oh, and there goes Razor Danica. He almost saved it, but he did save himself. It was the crash. You can see it happening, can't you?
He just went over the white line, and I guess it's like as you mentioned that the water collects right around the apex. So
under Lamadipa. Oh, and there goes Aragaska. A little bit of a clash, a high side, and he's in the Coco Crunch.
Oh, he just went straight there. Yeah. And if you break it there on the grass, you're just going to trundle down.
Absolutely,
so.
I mean,
look at how effective the gravel trap is. It just really
is the second free practice session of the day as Dekiciano Aldi high sides him. Good stuff there. Oh, and as I start talking again, there's another rider taking a tumble right in the middle of the track there.
This should take Akid back into the top 10.
And down goes Wayuaji.
And yeah, Afif just lost the front there. Surfing on the bike for a second, but that's a fast place to crash out on.
Yeah, it's a bit more work.
Bike issues for Amafazu Sham. And down goes.
Right at the end, that's John Emerson and Gito.
At the start, and there's 20 now within 2 seconds of each other. We've got a crash, and it's one of the pits bike. It's Ahmad Afif Amran.
But he sticks with the job, Sergeant Tong, and there goes Apiwat Wongtananon. He's off at turn 14 and
comes out.
In orange.
Everything's good.
What happened there?
He loops out almost.
You never see the loop out or the big wheelie at this level.
He's saving track. Yeah, he's saving.
Roxon's bike!
His shock broke.
Shock is gone!
Yeah,
and he got launched!
That was a shock.
We're going to look for Levi Kitchen here. This Josh Fariza goes down, and there's Kitchen, points leader.
Wow, Kitchen went to go around Bariz.
And Deegan quickly moving up to third. Deegan down in the sand. And Vial is third. Big Kitchen! That is Kitchen!
And McAdoo!
Both Kawasaki riders, and Kitchen is not racing in the motorcycle.
McAdoo's going to jump to the left, and as he does it, boom, he takes his teammate down. Then Anstey runs him over. Like Nicoletta, JT.
Well, Phil's probably thinking, I don't know what you're trying to do here, and it's hard to take yourself out from the inside.